Welcome to all in my channel name Deepa Jadhav Daffodils. Today we are going to see 6th standard history lesson, that is Vedic civilization. I know you understand by the end of this lesson the Vedic literature, its family system, agriculture, religious ideas and political system. Vedic age is divided into two periods, that is early and later. Early period is known before Christ 1500 to before Christ 1000, and later period known as 1000 to 600 before Christ. I know you understand this. Mid second to mid first millennium is known as a before Christ. Now we will move towards 4.1, that is the Vedic literature. Ved means to know. The term Veda derives from Ved, it means knowledge. So the civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilization. Vedic literature is in Sanskrit. So also text known as Samhita, and the Vedas are called Shrutis. These Vedas are composed by women also and rishis, sages. Women's composed hymns. Vedic literature is very rich and diverse. The Rig Veda is considered to be the first text. It is in the form of verses. There are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda and Atharva Veda. The Vedas have been preserved through the oral tradition. The Vedas are also known as Shruti. So we have completed the Vedic literature. Now we will see Rig Veda Samhita. Each verse of Veda is known as Richa. Veda consisting of Richas is called Rig Veda. Richa means a verse composed to praise a deity. Deity means god or goddesses. Then when a number of Richas are put together to praise a particular god or goddess, to poetic composition is called Sukta. Rig Veda consists many of Suktas. I hope you understand what is Rig Veda Samhita. Now we will see Yajur Veda Samhita. The Yajur Veda contains mantras uttered during a yajna. Yajur Veda provides guidance about how and when the different mantras must be chanted during yajna rites. This text includes the verses of poetic interactions and their explanation in prose. Samved Samhita provides guidance on singing Rigvedic verses to a set rhythm and tune at the time of yajna rites. The Samveda has contributed in a major way in laying the foundation of Indian music. I hope you understand what is Samveda. Now we will see Atharva Samhita. This Atharva Veda is named after Atharva Rishi. These concern with many things in day-to-day life of the people. Solutions to advertise and diseases. All provides information about medicinal herbs, provides guidance to king about administration of his kingdom. This is called Atharva Veda Samhita. The Brahmana text Aranyakas and Upanishads were written after the composition of the Samhitas. They are also included in Vedic literature. Now we will see the Brahmana text. Brahmana's texts were composed to provide guidance on using Vedic mantras in yajna rituals. Each Veda has independent text called Brahmanas. So it's simple. Now we will see Upanishads. Before that we will see Aranyakas. It consists of the reflections or thoughts expressed after meditating with deep concentration in forest or wilderness. The Aranyakas are concerned with accurate performance of yajna rites. I hope you understand these Aranyakas. Now we will see Upanishads. Upanishads is the knowledge acquired by sitting at the feet of teacher. The Upanishads discuss such serious and profound issues. Human beings behave always wondered about events like life and death. It's not easy to find answers of such questions. Upanishads discussed such serious and profound issues. Upanishads were composed over a period of 1500 years. Moreover, we can say that four Vedas, the Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and the Upanishads were composed over a period of 1500 years. Now we will see 4.2 point, that is family system, day to day life of Vedic time people. So they were having joint family system, and the Grihapati was the head of the family, a man responsible for the family. His family included his old parents, wife and children, and also the families of the children, the younger brothers and their families. The family system was patriarchal. The initial period, there are references of women scholars such as Lopamudra, Gargi, Maitreyi in Vedic literature are the greatest ladies. Slowly, the restrictions on women went on increasing, and their position in the family and society became secondary. The houses during the Vedic period were earthen or wattle and dub constructions. Wattle means woven lattice of wooden strips which is dubbed with clay mixed with cow dung. A house was called griha or shala. The diet of the people, now we are going to see food, dress and ornaments in this. So wheat, barley, rice, yava barley, then rice they can eat, milk, yogurt, ghee, butter, honey, then black gram, that is udad, lentil, masoor. These types of food items were there. So people in Vedic period used cotton and woolen garments. They also used valklas or cloths made from barks of trees. Similarly, men and women use ornaments of gold, flower garlands, strings made of beads, etc. A kind of pendant called Nishka seems to be popular in those days. It was also used as a currency. Singing, playing, musical instruments, dance, board games, chariot race, and hunting were the means of recreation. Their main musical instruments were veena, shattantu, cymbal, and conch. They used tamru and mridinga also. So, we come to know the day-to-day life of these peoples in Vedic literature. I hope you understand. Now, we will see 4.3, that is agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life of Vedic period people. Agriculture was the main occupation during the Vedic period. Many oxen were yoked together to plough the fields. The plough had iron plowshares. The Atharva Veda considers insects, pests, and other animals that destroy crops and suggests certain remedies also. Cow dung was used as manure. During the Vedic period, animals like horse, cows, dogs had special importance. Cows were used as means of exchange. That's why cows were highly prized. People took special care to ensure that their cows would not be stolen. The horse was valued because of its speed. The Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses and harnessing them to chariots. Chariots in the Vedic period had spoke wheels which are lighter than solid wheels. The horse-drawn and spoke-wheeled chariots of the Vedic period were swift and speedy. In this period, apart from agriculture, animal husbandry, several other occupations had also flourished. Artisans and people practicing various occupations were an important part of the social system. They formed independent organizations known as sherins and guilds. The head of the guild was known as shrestris. However, slowly the statues of skilled artisans became secondary. During this period, there were four varnas, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. A varna has determined by the occupation of the people. In the latter period, the varnas came to be determined on the basis of birth. This gave rise to caste. The caste system is led to inequality in the society. During the Vedic period, certain notions, this pyramid shows the Varnas system, four Varnas, and its importance shown. During Vedic period, certain notions about leading an ideal life had become well established. There were four stages of four ashramas from birth to death. The first ashrama was the Brahmacharya ashram, or the period of staying with the Guru to learn from him. The next stage after the successful completion of Brahmacharya was Grihasthrashram. It was expected that during this period a man would carry out his duties towards his family and society with help of his wife. The third stage is Vanaprasthrashram, when a man was expected to detach him, means he can retire to a solitary place and lead a very simple life. And the fourth stage is Sannyasashram. At this stage it was said that man can lead life in order to understand the meaning of human life and not to stay in one place. So these are the four stages of human life. In this religious ideas 4.4, we know that in this Vedic periods, forces of nature such as the sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms, rivers were given in the form of deities, that is goddess. The Vedic period people put offerings into the yajna, fire, to please these all. The offerings were called havi. Yajna is the act of offering havi into fire. Initially, the yajna was simple. Later on, the rules of yajna became harder and harder. So, the importance of priest went on increasing. People in the Vedic period thought about how the natural phenomena then occur. Winter, so summer is followed by the life cycle that moved man can't understand. So Vedic people term it as Rita, the life of living beings in a part of the cycle in nature. So disturbance. Now we will see 4.5 political system, last point from this lesson. In Vedic period, each village had a head that is known as Gramani. A group of villagers formed a Vish, whose head was called Vishapati. Several Vish form a Jana, and that Jan settled into specific region that is known Janapad. The head of the Jan was known as Nripa or Raja, that is king. The main duty of the king were to protect the people, collect tax, run administration efficiently. In order to run this administration, they can make officers like Purohit, means priest, or Senapati of the army, of officers of special importance. The officer who collected the tax were known as Bhagudu. The Bhag means a share, and the person who collected the king's share produced of Jana was called Bhagudu. There were four institutions who guided the king, that is Sabha, Samiti, Vidat, and Jana. The people of the state participate in their working. Women are also participating in the Vidat or Sabha. The Sabha considered of senior citizens of the state of the people. Later on in the Vedic thought, Smriti and Puranas were composed. After a period of time, the religious team based on the Vedas, Smritis, Puranas and local traditions came to be known as Hinduism. Along with the Vedic stream, there were other religious strains which took a different position from the Vedic one. Regarding Yajna, rites and the Varna system, we will now learn more about them in next chapter, that chapter number 5, religious strains in ancient India. I hope you understand this fourth lesson, the Vedic civilization What is Vedic literature, its family system, agriculture and animal husbandry, economic and social life, religious ideas, political systems from this lesson. So I hope you will understand it and solve exercise given in that video. So it's good for you. I hope you enjoy this video. Learn, keep learning. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe this channel.